Someone found something out about you on August 5th, and now they're afraid for you. My dear, if you believe in angels, press play on this message and listen closely. This can't wait. Archangel Michael is speaking with urgency. The time to wait is over. The moment is now, and it's heavier than anything you've felt before. Michael says you need to open your heart and your ears right now. This isn't a joke, and it's not for someone else. This is only for you. If you ignore this or brush it off, you'll regret it in ways that can't be fixed. Michael's voice is shaking, not because he's scared for himself, but because of what he sees about your life. He told me to write this all down, to say everything without leaving anything out. On August 5th, something surprising came to light about you. It shook a few people who now see you differently. Someone is very worried about you. You may think your life is just normal and nothing weird is happening, but you're being watched. There are whispers about you in places you've never even been. A secret about you has been spoken out loud, and not by you. What's strange is that it's not just about what you did or said, it's about something in your presence that someone discovered. On August 5th, someone noticed something unusual about you. They were about to say, "Their body smells like," and then they stopped. It was like saying it out loud would cause some danger. That scent, it's not something natural. It's not perfume or soap or sweat. It's something otherworldly. It's a sign that both angels and demons can sense. It's proof that you carry something from heaven, and it can't be washed off. But here's the issue, this scent was discovered in a place that wasn't holy. It wasn't someone who could understand its meaning. The person who noticed it is scared. They remember hearing or reading about a person who would carry the scent of something called the seal of heaven. This isn't a seal you can see. It's a spiritual thing. It's a mix of sweet and strong, light and heavy, and it stirs deep feelings in those who sense it. The one who noticed this scent on you knows they encountered someone special, and that someone is you. God says they won't be able to stop thinking about it. They feel torn. They don't know if they should warn you or protect themselves. Michael says when God puts his fragrance on someone, it means they have a purpose that will change things in ways that both heaven and hell understand. That's why you've been facing strange struggles, why people act weird around you, or why some people have started pulling away. They might not even know why they're acting that way, but their spirit feels something. The scent you carry brings either honor or fear. And sometimes it brings anger. On August 5th, it was like a curtain was pulled back. Someone close to you caught the scent. They stopped, their face changed, and later they whispered about you. Their words traveled further than they expected. Now, people you've never met know about you. They may not know your name yet, but they know what you're like. That's where the danger comes in. Heaven protects those it marks, but the enemy also tries to attack them. Michael says you can't take this lightly. There's a reason you're hearing this now. In God's timing, that moment on August 3rd started something. Things are shifting now in ways you'll soon see in your daily life. You may start noticing strange things, people watching you, asking odd questions, acting like they've seen you before. These aren't just random events. These people are trying to figure out if you're the person they've heard about. But here's the truth, the scent you carry is not something to hide. It's a gift. In ancient times, kings would give a special fragrance to people they claimed as their own. That scent would show everyone that the person belonged to royalty. That's what you're carrying now, a fragrance that marks you as God's own. That's why darkness fears you. God says, I chose you. I marked you. The scent others fear is a sign of His promise to you. But be warned, not everyone who senses it will react well. Some people, even without knowing why, may try to stop you. That's why Michael is so urgent. Since August 5th, people have been speaking about you behind closed doors. Some are afraid. Some are curious. Some want to stop you. That's why your dreams have been strange, why you feel anxious for no reason, or why you get uneasy at random times. Your spirit is reacting to what's happening around you, even if your mind doesn't connect the dots yet. Michael says, don't be afraid, but stay alert. God is protecting you, but you need to pay attention. If you feel a nudge to avoid someone, do it. If something tells you not to share something yet, don't. If you feel an urge to pray without knowing why, pray. These are ways God will guide you in the coming days. And here's something powerful, this scent is not just a sign. It's a spiritual weapon. It pushes back darkness. It draws angels closer. When you pray, the scent grows stronger in the spirit. When you worship, it spreads further than you can imagine. That's why dark forces are uncomfortable around you. They're reacting to the presence of the one who beat them. Michael says someone is afraid for you because they know not everyone will respect what you carry. But God says, no weapon formed against you will succeed. Still, you need to be smart. There's a reason this happened on August 5th. It's not random. The person who noticed you that day may have seemed ordinary, but their path was meant to cross with yours. They are trained, maybe not on purpose, but in life, to pick up on details most miss. They saw something that shook them. Their breathing changed, their heart raced, not because you scared them, but because they realized you are rare. After that day, they didn't just move on. They started asking quiet questions. They've already told at least 3 people. One of them is trying to find out more about you. They don't mean harm at first, but they need to know if what they sensed is true. The reason they're scared for you is because if they noticed, others will too, and not everyone will be kind. That scent is like a signal. It shows that your life has a purpose that can't be faked. Most people won't notice, but the ones who know will remember you. Michael leans in closer. He says they're talking about you in circles of power, some good, some not. Some will try to recruit you. Others will try to shut you down. Some will just watch. But none of their plans will work, because God is in control. Still, you must pay attention. The person who first sensed the scent is still deciding what to do. They want to come talk to you, but something always holds them back. They feel nervous and even unworthy to be around you for long. That's the effect of your spiritual scent. It reveals people's hearts. For some, it draws them closer. For others, it makes them step away. Maybe you've already noticed people acting nervous around you, breaking eye contact, leaving conversations suddenly. That's the scent doing its work. Here's something else: the scent hasn't always been this strong. God put it on you long ago, but lately, it's been getting more powerful. That's because your hidden season is ending. God has been preparing you quietly, through hard times, delays, and protection. Now He's showing you more publicly. August 5th was a turning point. The person who noticed you that day was chosen to be the first earthly witness of what's been placed on you. Why them? Because they're connected to others who need to know about you. Their words will cause events to unfold that move you into your calling. That's why this is urgent. Once it starts, you can't turn back. You must be ready. God says He's in control. What they found was meant to be found. What they fear is something He put in you. What they can't explain will bring them closer to God's plan. Michael warns that the enemy will try to twist this. He'll try to make you think the scent is a curse. That you should stay quiet. That you should hide. But heaven didn't mark you just to hide you forever. That scent is a message in the spiritual world. It says, this one belongs to God. And it's not just a gift. It holds memories of your prayers, your worship, your tears, your choices to love and forgive. That's why it can't be faked. You earned it through your walk with God. Michael says in the days ahead, you'll see signs. Someone will mention a smell they can't describe when near you. You'll overhear someone describing someone who sounds like you. You'll feel the energy shift in a room before your mind understands why. These aren't random, they're signs. Since August 5th, there's been movement. Some of it helps you, some of it doesn't. But all of it is under God's rule. The one who noticed you is still deciding what to do. But they won't stay silent forever. Soon, something they do will send a ripple effect, and you'll find yourself in a situation you didn't expect, but you were prepared for. Michael says don't back down. Don't doubt your worth. That scent proves you are chosen. When the time comes, He'll be with you. Michael's tone grows serious. Time seems to slow as he says this. The ripple that started on August 5th won't stay small. The person who noticed you is part of something bigger. They speak and people listen. When they shared your story, they opened a door that can't be shut. That story is growing. And even without knowing your name, you've become a mystery they can't forget. Some will be curious. Some will be afraid. Some will feel pulled to protect you. But all of them are part of the path ahead. Michael says they're going to come looking for you. Not all at once, but in waves. Each wave will feel different. The first wave will seem small, like random moments. Someone standing near you, asking something odd, looking at you like they've met you before. The second wave will be more clear. Someone will ask direct, strange questions, maybe even mention the scent. When this happens, use wisdom. Not everything needs a full answer. Some things must stay in your heart. The third wave will bring someone important. A person with power or spiritual authority will come to you. They won't find you by accident. They'll come on purpose. Their reasons won't be fully clear. They may seem kind, but you'll feel something deeper. When this moment comes, be very close to God. Your choice in that moment will either move you forward fast or lead to delays. God says pay attention, this moment matters deeply. Michael says this next phase is not just about being seen, it's about stepping fully into who you were created to be. You're no longer in the season of hiding or waiting. The scent has already gone before you, announcing to the spiritual world that your time is near. The conversations happening behind closed doors, the people feeling drawn toward you, the ones being stirred without knowing why, these are all signs that God's purpose is starting to unfold more openly. This is not something to run from, but something to walk into with confidence and humility. The scent you carry is spiritual evidence that God has been working in your life, shaping you in private for a very public calling. You didn't ask for this, but heaven prepared you for it. Michael wants you to understand that these waves, these stages of encounters, are not random tests. They are moments prearranged by heaven to give you chances to stand strong, to speak wisely, and to listen carefully. Each wave will prepare you for the next. If you respond in fear, you may miss the deeper meaning behind the encounter. But if you respond with peace and discernment, the wave will carry you forward. The first wave is already forming around you. You may begin noticing people who seem to be around you more than usual, in stores, at work, online, or in passing. They may not say much, but their attention is different. They may glance more than once. Their curiosity is spiritual. They are reacting to something they can't explain. Michael says do not fear these moments. Smile if you feel led. Speak if your spirit nudges you. But always be guided by peace. Don't chase anyone. Don't force any connection. Let God direct the flow. The second wave will be more bold. This is where someone finally says something that makes you pause. It may be a question that sounds too personal, or a comment that matches something you've only told God. When this happens, stay calm. Ask the Holy Spirit to guide your words. Not everyone who asks is an enemy, but not everyone who smiles is a friend. You'll need spiritual discernment in real time. Michael says your instincts have already been sharpening. You may have noticed that you sense people's energy faster than before. You feel when something is off, even if you can't explain why. Trust that. That's not paranoia, that's perception. The third wave is the one that shifts the atmosphere. This person of influence, whether they're spiritual, political, or even media connected, will not come by chance. They have heard about you, either directly or through a chain of whispers. They may come with an offer. They may want to give you a platform, a job, a chance that seems too good to be true. But Michael warns that not all influence is aligned with God. Some people build towers for their own glory, not God's kingdom. This is why you need to be deeply rooted in prayer. By the time this third wave hits, you must already be confident in who you are and whose you are. If you still doubt yourself, you'll look to others to confirm what God has already said. That's dangerous. If God has marked you, no one else gets to redefine you. Michael says the person in the third wave may speak in a friendly tone, but watch their eyes, listen to your spirit, and pay attention to the atmosphere when they talk. Don't be swayed by compliments. Don't be intimidated by power. Just because they're important to people doesn't mean they're aligned with heaven. Ask God for clarity before you say yes to anything. Sometimes delay is protection. Sometimes silence is strategy. And sometimes walking away is the most powerful thing you can do. You don't have to chase doors when you carry a key from heaven. The scent on you doesn't just attract attention, it opens what no man can shut. Michael also wants you to know that in this season, your spiritual sensitivity is going to increase. You'll start feeling things more deeply. Certain places will feel heavy, even if they look normal. Some people will trigger sudden emotions, peace, discomfort, or alertness. Don't ignore those reactions. They are spiritual cues. They are part of your inner compass. God is fine-tuning your senses so you can walk with precision. In this season, not everyone can stay close to you. Some friendships may shift. Some relationships may fade. That's not rejection, that's realignment. You're not being punished. You're being prepared. God is removing voices that might cloud your judgment or delay your steps. Trust the process. The path is narrowing because your focus is about to sharpen. Michael says the attacks may also increase, not always directly, but through distraction, discouragement, and doubt. You may hear thoughts like, "Who do you think you are?" or "Maybe you imagined it all." These thoughts are not from God. They are from the enemy who knows what you carry and wants to keep you from realizing it. Don't fight those thoughts with fear, fight them with truth. Speak out loud what God has said about you. Remind yourself that you are chosen, covered, and called. Your voice carries power when it's rooted in truth. When you speak with authority, darkness loses ground. That's why the enemy tries to keep you silent. God is also reminding you to protect your peace. Not every fight is yours. Not every opinion needs a response. Silence is sometimes a shield. Your peace is proof that God is still in control. Stay close to people who feed your spirit, not your ego. Surround yourself with those who remind you of who you are, not who the world wants you to be. You're not here to fit in, you're here to stand out in the way heaven intended. And sometimes that means walking a path that others don't understand. Michael also says to guard your time. In the days ahead, there will be more opportunities, some good, some distracting. You need to ask not, is this good, but is this God? Just because something seems helpful doesn't mean it's right for your assignment. Some things are good ideas but not God's plan. You must be bold enough to say no to what looks right if it doesn't feel aligned. Every yes you give will cost you energy, focus, and time, so give your yes with purpose. God is not asking you to be perfect, He's asking you to be available, to be willing, to be faithful. Even if you feel small, even if you feel like you're not ready. The truth is, God often uses those who feel the least prepared because their trust is not in themselves but in Him. Your weaknesses don't disqualify you, they invite His strength. Michael says you will know what to do in each moment, because you won't be doing it alone. The Holy Spirit will guide you. The angels will surround you. And heaven will back your steps. You may start noticing confirmations in unexpected places, dreams, lyrics, things strangers say, or even moments in nature. Don't brush them off. They are signs. They are little reminders from heaven that you are not imagining this. You are being guided. You are being protected. You are being shown what's next. The ripple that started on August 5th has now reached deeper waters. Things are being set in motion that you won't be able to stop, but you don't need to stop them. You just need to walk in them. God is going ahead of you. The fragrance you carry is not a mystery to Him, it's a message He placed on you before you were born. Michael ends with this: the days ahead may stretch you, but they won't break you. You were made for this. You've already come through storms that tried to drown you. You've already survived attacks that should have taken you out. You're still standing because God is not done. In fact, He's just beginning. The world may not understand what's on you, but heaven does. And the one who noticed the scent on August 5th, their voice started a wave that will end with your purpose being seen. Stand firm. Stay ready. Speak when it's time. And know that you are never alone. Heaven is watching. Angels are assigned. And God's hand is on your life in ways you're only just beginning to understand. The scent they noticed is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your unveiling. Michael says you are not entering an ordinary season. This is not just another chapter, it's a divine unveiling. From this point forward, the things you experience will begin to match what has already been established in the Spirit. You will begin to see what you've only felt. People will confirm things you've heard in prayer. You'll walk into places that feel like you've been there before, even if it's your first time. That's because your spirit has already gone ahead of you. God has been aligning people, timing, and circumstances in the background, and now He's about to bring them into view. But this season is not for hesitation. It's not for shrinking back. This is the time to move forward with faith and careful obedience. The conversations being held about you are not meant to intimidate you, they are a sign that the word concerning your purpose has taken root. It's growing. It's spreading. Even those who do not yet understand why are feeling the shift in the atmosphere. There is a weight to your presence now that wasn't there before. You may not see it, but others do. They sense it when you walk into a room. The air feels different. People respond differently. Some are drawn closer. Others feel uncomfortable. This is not about your personality. It's about your purpose. You've been marked with something that causes the spiritual realm to take notice. Michael says that just as the scent on you has drawn attention, so will your voice. In this season, your words carry greater authority. That's why you must choose them with care. Speak only what builds. Declare what you know is true. Say what God says, not what fear suggests. Your voice is a key, and in the days ahead, it will unlock things for others as well as for yourself. Someone will be listening when you speak and feel as if they've just heard what their soul has been waiting for. Don't underestimate this. Don't water yourself down to make others comfortable. You were not called to blend in, you were called to be light in the places where it's been too dark for too long. And as this divine revealing continues, you may find yourself standing in places that feel bigger than what you imagined. Rooms where decisions are made. Circles where influence flows. Don't question whether you belong there. Heaven placed you there. The same fragrance that marked you in the spirit has now started opening doors in the natural. And every open door will require you to remember who opened it. Don't let pride creep in. Don't forget the private place of prayer. Stay low before God, and He will raise you high before people. Humility will be your anchor. Purity will be your shield. And worship will be your weapon. Michael says, don't be surprised if people you once depended on can't walk with you into this new place. Some were assigned only to your preparation, not your purpose. And others were part of your hiding, but not your revealing. Let them go in peace. Don't fight to keep people who are not called to stay. Don't chase what God is removing. You need clear vision now, not emotional baggage. The weight you carry is too important to be dragged down by confusion. If God removes someone, trust that it's for your protection or theirs. Every subtraction has a reason. You'll also notice your dreams becoming more vivid. They may include people you don't know, places you've never been, or symbols you don't understand. Don't dismiss these dreams. Write them down. Ask God to interpret. These dreams are not random, they are messages, instructions, and glimpses of what's coming. Heaven is preparing your spirit ahead of time so your mind can catch up when it happens. And if you wake up feeling unsettled or emotional after a dream, pray right away. Don't ignore the spiritual stirring. Your sensitivity is increasing because you are being trained for spiritual leadership, whether publicly or privately. Michael says angels have been reassigned around you. There is more activity happening in the unseen than ever before. Angels who once watched you from a distance are now walking close beside you. They are not there to be seen, they are there to enforce God's will over your life. They respond to your prayers. They move on the authority of heaven's word. They are not confused. They are not unsure. They are focused. They are on mission. And their mission is you. The enemy knows this too. That's why the opposition may rise suddenly. It might come in the form of misunderstandings, distractions, or even false accusations. But Michael says you must not be shaken. God has already seen it. Nothing that comes against you will succeed if you stay hidden in God's presence. Don't waste your energy defending yourself in places where God never told you to speak. Silence is sometimes the loudest response. Let God be your defender. He has more access and more authority than you ever will. The one who created the stars is also managing the details of your name and your story. There will also be a time soon when someone will come back to you from your past, not to harm you, but to acknowledge what they see now. They may have doubted you before. They may have walked away. But now they'll sense something different. They won't be able to explain it, but they'll want to reconnect. When this happens, Michael says to walk in love, but also wisdom. Some people return only to observe. Others return because they are being drawn toward God through what they now see in you. Either way, respond with grace. You are not who you used to be, and they will see it. Let your life be a testimony of what happens when someone says yes to heaven's assignment. And now, as this message begins to close, Michael says one final thing. You were not chosen by accident. The timing of the discovery on August 5th was not random. The scent that was noticed on you was not just spiritual, it was prophetic. It announced the ending of one season and the beginning of another. You have crossed a line in the spirit, and there is no going back. But you are not meant to go back. You are meant to go forward. You are meant to carry what God gave you and walk boldly in it, even when the path is unfamiliar. This is why God allowed the scent to be revealed. This is why Michael is speaking to you now. You needed to know the weight of what you carry. You needed to understand that the strange moments you've been feeling aren't strange at all, they are signals. They are evidence that heaven is near and that something sacred has begun. From this moment on, take nothing lightly. If God stirs you to speak, speak. If He tells you to wait, wait. If He asks you to move, move. Your obedience is the gate through which blessing flows. Michael says you are being wrapped in a new level of spiritual authority. You may feel the shift in your body, warmth in your hands, a pull in your chest, tears without a reason. This is not emotional, it's spiritual. God is sealing this word inside you. It will not fade. It will not be forgotten. It is now part of your spiritual DNA. And in time, you will see the fruit of this word. People will approach you saying, "There's something different about you." Strangers will stop mid-sentence, unsure of what they're sensing. Environments will shift when you enter. But you will walk in peace. You will walk in purpose. You will walk as one who is known in heaven and marked by God. So now, with all that has been said, Michael stands back and speaks the final words. You are not hidden anymore. You are not ordinary. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. You are watched over. You are marked. The ripple that began on August 3rd has not ended, it has only just begun. And it will move across people, places, and events in ways you can't yet imagine. Let it. Let it move through you. Let it awaken you. Let it lead you into every part of the purpose God planned from the beginning. For this is the time. This is the hour. And you, beloved one, are ready.